Hey, welcome.
I'm Delaney, and this is my husband, Ricky. We're so glad you could come over.
Yes, we are always excited to have guests over. So thank you for deciding to spend a little bit of your week with us. Why don't you come on in the kitchen and we'll get you squared away.
How was the drive over? Everything go okay? Well, good, I'm glad. Can I get you something to drink? Maybe like a water, Gatorade, apple juice, a coffee? Sure, I'll grab you one.
I'll take one too, please. Thank you. Yeah, so how is your week going? Not too bad. That's good. What'd you think of that fire out there? It's crazy, right? Yeah, I know. Yes.
There you go. Enjoy. Thank you.
Well, let's head on over in the living room. This guy? This is our thought board for our welcome home team. This is some of the ideas that we've conjured up on how we plan on putting the team together at our church. Well, you have some questions, do you? Well, come take a seat. We'll get you squared away.
Come on over. Come make yourself comfortable.
The reason we're passionate about this team is because we've both experienced just the power of a genuine, intentional, and selfless welcome into a new church. And really, our hearts are aimed at guests to ensure that they feel valued, welcomed, and really just served to the best of our ability. And the way that we do that is by removing barriers. What does that look like? It's just greeting them with a genuine smile. And just also ensuring that when people need help, you direct them and you show them instead of just telling them. I know that's usually a big one as well. Who doesn't love coffee and donuts? People who are able to serve on those. Yes, that's always amazing. And really, it's just ensuring that we have our guests feel welcome and we just help ease that anxiety. Because really the name of the game is to ensure that we exceed their expectations on their first experience.
And we get to see this in a story in the Bible. It's in the book of Luke. And it's about these two sons and their father. And the youngest son decides that he wants to have his inheritance early. And so the father gives it to him, and he goes off and he squanders it away. He ends up finding himself in some really hard life situations and struggles. And once he kind of comes to the end of himself, he realizes, I need to go home. And he kind of mentally prepares himself that he's going to go and ask his father to just take him back as a servant. And, it's kind of crazy because we can all relate to similar struggles in our lives where we find ourselves in places that we never anticipated ourselves to be in. But this father receives him back with selfless, open arms and just generous forgiveness. And he even throws him a party, yes, which I think is so cool. The idea is really that he exceeds his expectations and goes above and beyond to love him, despite his failures, despite his hurts and heartaches. He exceeded those expectations.
And what I love about that story is when you think to the party itself and the preparation and the people that were involved in preparing for that party, that required a lot of people with a lot of different gifts and talents. And when I think to that in regards to how that works with the Welcome Home team, I just think of different volunteers that we are going to need that are going to be able to serve in many, many different capacities. I mean, if you look to just starting from the beginning, people who are very good at engaging in conversation. We have roles that will allow you to engage with guests at the church, but maybe you're not a speaker. Maybe you're somebody who just likes to have a really big smile on your face. Well, there's greeters that are coming in, whether you're pulling in and you're holding a really big sign or you're welcoming people as they're entering into the building itself. The short and sweet is there's a role for every single person because everybody has a gift and a talent, and we feel that you can utilize that in helping make an amazing experience for the guests themselves.
So what would make that successful? I think it kind of comes back to, success to the main reason why we're doing this. And ultimately that's to connect people to Jesus. And so, success in this team would look like the first time guest turning into a second time guest, and that second time guest turning into a regular attender. And, that regular attender deciding to volunteer and help on the welcome home team so that they can share that same excitement to welcome people with that big, cheesy, genuine smile, so that other people can feel that same way that they did on their first time and experience. And then I also think that, it's a successful team, if we see that there is a smooth transition for that guest from entrance to exit, so they know where they're going. There are people that are there to direct them along the way if they have questions. There are people there that are genuinely excited to see them and just spend that time with them. So I think that's how we know it's successful.
You had some really good questions tonight. Yeah, I like them.
Would you be interested in joining the welcome home team?